Hey brother. Wow Ben, I'm impressed. You basically got an entire video out of I tripped over something in the dark. Now who's yawning? Well Ben, I've actually already told the story of the last time I went to the emergency room in my 60 miles video. But your video did make me think about another family trip to the ER. The time Tyler cut his foot. Ben, you remember our younger brother Tyler. So back in middle school, Tyler cut his foot on a pipe in the backyard and had to get stitches in the bottom of his foot. End of story. Yep. That's all there was to it, unless you ask Tyler. Then the story goes something like this. Hey Jay, remember that time I was gushing blood out of the bottom of my foot and I couldn't get through the door because it was locked and I was screaming and banging on the door and you were sitting right there watching TV and you wouldn't turn around and answer the door for me? Okay, yeah, that did happen, but let me explain. Yes, I was sitting there watching TV and right behind me, Tyler was banging, screaming, yelling, demanding that I open the locked door for him. But the fact of the matter is that this is really no different than how Tyler might ask you to open the door for him on any other day of the week. Well, back then, not so much now. Ben, you may have experienced this having been related to our brother, but Tyler is what I would like to call a contrarian, which is to say that his opinion on most things is that you're wrong. And he's right. As an adult, it just means you have to deal with a lot of arguments about really stupid things, but as a kid it was more like yelling and screaming and demanding a lot of different stuff. So what we ended up with was sort of a boy cried wolf situation. Now if you're not familiar with the story, The Boy Who Cried Wolf, then I guess you didn't have a childhood. It basically goes like this. The town asks the boy to watch a flock of sheep and alert them if a wolf comes. The first day the boy gets bored, cries wolf, the town comes and he goes ha ha ha, there's no wolf, gotcha. The second day the boy gets bored, calls wolf, the town comes, he goes ha ha ha, no wolf, gotcha. The third day there is a wolf, he cries wolf, no one comes, wolf eats boy. Now Ben, my initial reaction to this story is, hey town, if these sheep are so important to your economy, maybe don't put a 10-year-old in charge of security. And two, if these sheep are so delectable, why does the wolf eat the boy? So the lesson is that you shouldn't lie because then people won't take you seriously when you're telling the truth. Or don't be a jerk 24/7 and you won't be stuck on the porch with a bloody foot while your brother watches TV. I don't know, I'm just saying. Now Tyler's opinion, being a contrarian, is that it's not the boy who's in the wrong, it's the town. Now I disagree with them because that would put me in the wrong in the other situation. That doesn't seem likely. It does bring up an interesting point though. Yes, the boy should not have been lying, but at the end of the day, was that worth letting him die over? I mean, how do you think his parents feel about that, Ben? Did anyone ask them what they think? Because in the story, the townspeople hear him and choose not to go over there. I mean, they kept letting him do the job. If they weren't gonna listen to him, they probably should have just fired him, right? Now, removing myself from the other situation, I still feel like the boy was in the wrong because at the end of the day, I don't think you should be encouraging that kind of behavior. But think about like 911, Ben. Like, even if a little kid calls it just to see what's gonna happen, they still send someone over there to check it out because at the end of the day, someone dying isn't worth them not checking it out. But on the other hand, I think it's actually considered a crime to like fake call 911. So Ben, my question for you and everyone else is, who do you think was in the wrong? Is it the boy or is it the town? Let me know in the towels section below. Ben, I don't know. Do you think we should make it a thing? I mean, towels are really useful. Why wouldn't we leave comments on them? That's all for me. See you in another life, brother.